commencer Lady li 18 ans. Coûter, couiller et participer. Parole politique.
Rev-Up St. Lucia is located at Unit 4, Gablewoods Mall, Sunny Acres, Gas-Free St. Lucia. Tune in on 95.9 FM or online at revupslu.com. Call the studio at 572-9710 or WhatsApp 287-0971. Call the office at 572-0383 or 572-0215. Rev-Up St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Hard Drive is next with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.rambalisfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe, especially those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, and also on DBS Television. Welcome to Hard Drive. For today, Tuesday, it's the 11th of November. My name is Andre Paul, and the co-host of the show, none other than the lovely Kina. Kina, good morning to you.
Good morning, Andre Paul. Good morning to our listeners and viewers. How are you all doing? It's good to be back.
Yes, I'll speak on behalf of our listeners and viewers. They're doing well.
Good one. And a special shout out to Linda and the team over at DBS. It's always good to have you guys locked in. And thank you so much for being part of this. We appreciate you.
Indeed. Folks, when Kina walked inside, she said, "Wow, why is it so hot inside there?" I told her because the topic was hot.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm still feeling the heat for whatever reason.
Raise the temperature, man. That's what happens in those unequally yoked relationships. And I'm not talking about a religious thing where two people just so different. They're just so different. You end up arguing. It gets you frustrated. It gets you angry. Because sometimes you're trying to make your point. And in my case, I was coming with facts this morning. And in the case of Nikki, she was just telling me how she feels. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. And I'm saying, but you're making a point. Where are the facts to support what you're saying?
Right.
So imagine how frustrating that is for me now. Because I have to try. But she's saying, no, we can still work it out. We can still deal with it and make the relationship work.
If the person doesn't share your core beliefs and so on, your worldviews and your principles, I don't see how it's going to work. That's my take. But I know we unequally yoked, when you hear that term, it's usually focused on, biblical teachings and so on. And I think the same applies to, just other aspects of our relationships. If the person doesn't share it, I don't see how it's going to work.
There's a gentleman who had called the show, and he said that he believes in Jesus Christ, and he also believes in Haile Selassie. So we got into a little back and forth on that one as well. So you see, I'm just the point I was making. Maybe I hope that didn't turn off our listeners, because we were going back and forth. But I said I'm allowing it just to prove the point that when you have these differing opinions and views and so on, it's just so frustrating, man. What? So that's why you see people now, take their corner and finish it out.
Yeah. Although sometimes some individuals might say that if people respect each other, then most likely it's going to work. Then there won't be a strain on that relationship. But if an individual is not mature at all, then you're going to have problems.
Now, respecting another person, okay, doesn't mean you have to respect what they say.
That's right.
Okay? Because somebody may say something that's just okay. So the person says something that's like, for example, the world is flat.
Right. And
Okay.
you know the world ain't flat.
You know that. So how could I respect that view? Especially if I know better.
You
so
just
then,
stay silent. The deafening silence.
yeah, but then again, if that's your significant other, you'd want to try to get the person
And
to
give
understand.
them the facts and so on.
Give them the facts,
Right.
and then you have the person responding by saying, "That's how I feel."
And that's what I know. And I'm not going to change my
mind.
perspective
Yeah, that's
on
right.
that. So it could be a huge problem. Yeah.
It is a
could be huge
challenge.
problem.
It's a
And I
challenge.
think for some other people as well, what they do is just stay silent. And when they do stay silent, what happens then? Why aren't we speaking? Why da 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 da? So the nagging starts then as well.
Exactly.
So, and most likely the person would be like, well, I'm doing this because I respect you. I do not want to argue. And even that turns into an argument in some relationships. So being equally yoked, no matter what it is definitely.
Now imagine you know for a fact that the earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
You know that for a fact. And you have your significant other who believes it is
square.
It is square. Okay? And you now have a child or children, and your significant other is repeating this sort of thing now to your child who is attending school. Okay?
No problem right there.
Big
Because
problem.
when they're at school, the same thing's going to come up.
My daddy said the
or
earth
my mommy
is
said.
flat.
Yes.
That's what my daddy says. The earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your mommy now saying, no, that is not the case. And then the teacher now maybe backing up what the mommy says, based on what they know as well.
Yeah.
A lot of
That could be
confusion.
a
A lot of confusion. A lot of confusion.
Yes.
So I'll tell you something. Even at this stage of my life, once upon a time, my love for certain genres of music was different. I'm a lot older right now, and I've sort of I wouldn't say I've elevated myself. I've just moved to another level.
Yeah.
It could be a lower level or upper level,
Upper level.
depending on how you look at
the stage of
it.
your life where you're
Right
at.
now, if I'm going to date someone, and they're going to tell me they do not like country and western music. In fact, they may say, I hate. People say that. I hate country and western music. I hate old school. They say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That finished with me already, We're not going anywhere with that. That's it.
Because okay, I play old school
Exactly.
music, I go to fets,
Yeah.
I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
So at some point in time, you know what's going to happen.
Because I'd like you to
Right,
come.
I'd like you to come at some point,
and
right.
support and so on.
Yes.
And you're just not interested.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah. I agree.
For time you tell me
I agree.
you hate country and western, okay, you may be as beautiful as you are. I know we're going to have problems.
And the important thing too is in relationships, not just intimate relationships, we have to use wisdom in a lot of instances. And not just a lot of instances, we always have to use wisdom no matter what the situation is, and that's before you. And it's important that we are understanding of someone's beliefs, even though it might not be our very own beliefs. And if you're in a relationship as well, sometimes you might not have a love for something. Like when I first started working at Rev-Up St. Lucia, I hated country and western. Like the rah. All I heard is where. And after a while, I was like, why do I hate it? Apart from the where, I mean, lyrically, some of the songs are really good. And some of the songs are really, really good too. And I think the very first time that listeners kept on calling, they did that deliberately.
I remember.
Country Western,
Uncle.
Uncle. And that day, I was like, because some people are like that. You don't like something, they're really going to come at you. And that particular day, I sat there and I was like, Kina, you're going to deal with this, because you said that you hate country and western. And I really sat back and I took it all in and I listened. And that's where my love for country and western began, So, yeah, I keep saying, so I need to drop that. Sometimes when people point out things to you, you might not always realize that you're doing it, or when you hate something, you might not realize how much it impacts your relationship, whether it be your working environment or family member or friend. But, give a little. And it's important that we do that as well.
Yes. And if the person is not at that level, and as I said, it doesn't mean that's a higher level. It could be a lower level, right? But in terms of one's love for a certain genre, right? For example, if I go to a party and they're playing Vibes Cartel alone, that kind of music that is similar, I can't enjoy that. I mean, I can take it on 1, 2.
You can take a few, right?
Yeah,
you could shake a little leg.
Whole night, this
depending
thing,
on the beat.
same beat all night long and so on. I can't take it. That's just me. So as I said, it doesn't mean that you go to another level. Mean that you feel you're on a higher level. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that now you've changed. Certain things about you have changed. Now that came as a result of a desire to accept what I didn't want to accept before. And I think the same applies to you.
Growth, actually.
Exactly.
As you grow, you get older, you become wiser. The things you did before, you don't want to do them anymore. You want to experience new things. And that's all part of life and growth.
Yeah, and we must all realize that at some point we have to let go of what children like. Okay, the Apostle Paul said, when I was a child, I thought as a child. I spoke as a child, right?
Right.
When I became a man, I put away childish things.
Yes.
There comes a time you just got to grow.
Yeah. The only thing that you shouldn't put away is that joy in your heart and that laughter in your spirit.
Well, that's supposed to last forever.
Yes.
Okay? But as I said, I hope I made the point this morning.
I think you did.
Yeah. All right.
I think you did.
Okay, so let's just get into some house chores. And of course, the menu for today at the Thomas O'Bread Place: grilled chicken and grilled pork, saffron rice, ground provisions, potato salad, lentils, and tossed salad. Now, a lot of people love pork. A lot. I'd probably say the vast majority of St. Lucians love pork. Okay? Now, that is the person's choice. Now, imagine now you with somebody, you are turned off by it. Okay? And this is what the person, in fact, some of them may even prepare it in such a way that they'll give it to you to eat. You even know what you're eating.
That's wicked. That's wicked.
My sonny did me that one time. Yeah, we're at a dinner, and he knows I don't really eat it. So he I don't remember what he ordered, but he said to me, "Dad, taste this. Tastes really, really good, So I tasted the thing. I said, "Yeah, it tastes good for true." Went to me, "Daddy, I said, pork that I give you there." I said, "What, boy?" Now, that's
in that case, that wasn't mischievously done.
Yeah, right.
It's like, it was tasting really good, and he wanted you, hey, Dad, that's really good. It's tasty, can you? So yeah.
So imagine you are a quote unquote a bald head, and you like your chicken or whatever, right? And your Rasta boyfriend, right? He have found them kind of thing, So that means you have to cook now for yourself, cook for him.
A lot of cooking in the house.
Or he does his own thing and you do your own thing.
No, some people live like that, and it's really good for them. It's really healthy. It's like, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But if you have a rasta, not in my house, don't cook this and don't do that and oh my gosh, problems.
Yeah, you have the maybe the Rastafarian says to you, "I do not want your hair to look the way you have it right now."
No makeup. Some guys are like, no makeup.
Exactly.
Yeah, they like their women just, simple and everything.
And there's a friend of mine who told me he does not even want his girlfriend to be taught by a male driver.
Ooh,
at a driving school.
That's deep.
Yeah, man. People like that.
I understand why in some instances.
Something happened to you already?
Not me. No. But in some instances, some men are very protective of their significant others because they know how men like themselves can be. So that's one of the reasons, I think.
True thing. So anyway, so there's grilled chicken and grilled pork, saffron rice, ground provisions, potato salad, lentils, and tossed salad. All the good food. All right? And of course, don't forget to check out the usual Seamoss beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut, and peanut punch, and regular Seamoss with flax seeds and chia seeds. All happening today at the Tommaso Bread Place. Wish them all the best of luck today.
Oh, yeah. Best of luck, yes.
All right, let me just wish happy birthday to the chairman of ECHO, Martin James. He's celebrating his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Martin James, good morning to you, sir. Happy birthday to you. I imagine all your friends, family, etc., etc. No doubt the staff at ECHO, and especially from your friend, the weatherman. All right, so ECHO chairman Martin James, happy birthday to you, sir. Okay, Kina, anything in particular you would like to talk about this morning?
Not really. I was reading something just last night. You know, I love reading, right? There I go again. And it's a new study that says that older adults, companionship is best for them because they live longer. It's like companionship is best. Plays a vital role in their longevity. Yeah.
Well, it goes back again to what we were talking about earlier. That companionship has to be based on mutual understanding and so on. It can't be about arguing all the time.
Nope. Imagine you are in your 80s.
And you're still arguing.
And you're still arguing. Boy. Boy. I honestly don't want to be like that. I'm not
honestly.
Nah.
I don't want to risk that at all.
You married to this individual for over 40 years and still when it's time to just relax. What have you now? If we just got baby. But
at my age right now, the most important thing to me is, as you said, our ability in a relationship. I'm talking about to have a conversation.
Oh yes.
To talk.
It's so important.
Okay. To talk.
So important.
And to talk, and to feed off each other. Right. I learn from you. You learn from me.
And we grow together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Not an argument, a constant, every time it's an argument. I don't like that.
And spending quality time with your partner really, really helps. It really, really helps at times. Just, again, goes back to the shared values, core values, your principles, or love for certain things, whether it be the same meal, whether it be outdoors, something, gardening even. Yeah. That really, really helps.
So while I agree,
a relationship.
While I agree that being able to have conversation and so on, it's a good thing. But you want it to be a conversation that is uplifting.
Yeah.
That is going somewhere, someplace positive, not arguing.
Arguing creates stress, and you know what comes with stress. It creates a lot of stress, and if you want to live a long, healthy life, stop arguing, stop nagging. Because it will actually affect your health in so many different ways. Your heart, high blood pressure, what happens with that. Not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
And,
we could go on and on.
And then you have one half of the relationship saying that you're the one causing me to always argue with you or always nag you. You're the one causing it. Now, sometimes there may be legitimate reasons for that. Yeah, the person may have a genuine complaint that the person is doing things and behaving in a certain way that is causing the other person to feel unhappy, and then now they want to nag, right?
But sometimes, Andre, we have to sometimes go back to the start of that relationship, right? You saw the signs. You saw instances where that person don't like cleaning, don't like having a shower, will not do the dishes, whatever it may be. Maybe that person is a drunk, or maybe that person loves alcohol or partying with their friends. And don't, like we said earlier, as you get older, you grow. Some people just don't. If you had a problem with it then, what makes you think that 5 years in, that person is just gonna just get up one day and miraculously change? You're complaining about it every single day. You chose that life. And sometimes we have to really blame ourselves for the situations we find ourselves in instead of blaming the other individual. And that's where it starts.
Good point, very, very good point. And again, I want to reiterate the point that sometimes there are very good reasons why the person would nag. We can't get away from that.
Yes, there are very good reasons.
Okay, there are reasons for that. But if you try to address it, you genuinely try to address it, and the person is continually insisting on with the behavior that is causing you to nag. Now you have to make a decision.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Either you say to yourself, well, he has or she has so many other wonderful qualities. Well,
I won't nag about that.
yeah, I'll have to put up with it.
I'll have to. Yeah.
Or if you know you can't deal with it, then you have to let this thing go. Especially if you're not married yet.
But the hardest part for some individuals is living, especially if they have children. So they stay for the child. They stay hoping for that picture-perfect relationship. There's no picture-perfect relationship. And if you love someone and someone is that person constantly has to say, you know what, honey, can you do the dishes? Can you spend more time with me? Like, really, what are you really doing? Do you love torturing your significant other like that?
Exactly.
Come on,
exactly.
man. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for them.
I was watching a Sanford and Son episode, and you know Sanford, this lady called Esther. All right, Esther has this guy she's married to, and she says that when she is with him, he's always drooling over other women. All right, now she's married to him, and she said to Lamont, why does he have to look at women like that? Right? Now, that's the person you got married to. I'm sure he must have been doing that all during the relationship. Okay? So you know that's the guy already.
If he was hiding somewhere and you were not aware.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're too smitten. We don't pick up on some things, subtle signs, and I understand why.
And if you know the guy has all these other good qualities and you're willing to marry him, all right, and you know he has that issue that is still, you know, it still drives you up the wall. Well, try to deal with the problem before, or if you decide to marry him and to be with him, you have to accept that.
You have to.
But they do not want to accept that. They want to fix you.
You can't fix anyone.
They want to fix you.
You can't fix
while they're with you.
And doesn't want to work on themselves, you know. So you can't fix anyone.
Let me just say something openly. I've said it already. You see, for me, you see that thing called space? That is really important for me. And the person that's in my life who cannot understand that.
That you want space?
Yes. Why
would you want space?
Oh, let me explain.
No, I'm trying to be that woman right now. Why would you want space?
For my sanity. For my sanity. There's some people who are just that way.
Yeah.
They cannot deal with somebody being in their foot 24/7. Now, let me tell you, there's some fellas who are willing to be in your foot 24/7. I'm telling you that as a female. I'm telling you, there's some fellas who are willing to be in your foot 24/7. They would love it.
They would love it.
All right? There's some fellas who are going to be obsessed with you. Right? And they would love to be obsessed with you. What song I was thinking about? There's a song called Obsessed. I think Shansia singing that with Shansia singing that song with who else you singing that song with?
Obsessed?
Charlie Puth.
Oh.
You ever played it?
No.
You must play that.
I'll have to check it out.
All right? And he's saying to her, I wish you'd be obsessed with me. He's saying that in the song. You must play it. It's a nice one. It's a nice jumpy song, but make sure you put Super Cleaner.
Now he tells me.
Type Super Clean if you're going to get it off YouTube or something. But it's a nice song, nice beat and everything. And he's asking her, why can't you be obsessed with me? Boy, you don't know what you're asking for. You don't know what you're asking for. To ask a lady to be obsessed with you or to ask a guy to be obsessed with you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
what? You don't want that. You don't want that.
Strongly, with every relationship is different. You do what works for you and you're comfortable with. For me as well, I like my space. I love my space. I love to read. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes I just want to cuddle and, be in your face all the time.
Right, exactly.
Other times, I just want to chill, yo. I just want to be with me.
Yeah, yourself.
I just want to read. I just want to sleep. I want to snore. I want to,
Yeah. And I'm so happy to hear you say that.
I love my space, yo. If anybody's all up in my space,
Now the guy
I'll
who
drop
does
snow on you.
the guy and still do a good job. The guy now who's coming into your life who does not understand that, you got problems.
But it's important, Andre, to, the initial stages of the relationship, to say what your likes and dislikes are. It's very important.
But sometimes you do.
Sometimes you
that
don't
comes through one end, goes out the next.
because they see something else like
exactly. Yeah.
And later on in the relationship it becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Especially the ladies. Ladies think that they have
always on ladies.
yeah, because the ladies think that they have the power to change you. They actually believe that.
Some.
Yeah. So as I said, now look, I'm so happy to hear you say you like your space. It's not space for you to do
anything,
bad things.
It's just
not
like,
that.
You just want to chill. You just want your me time. Yeah. I love my space.
And there's a couple I was speaking with. They're from the US and they were in St. Lucia, and they're both professionals, and they're married for quite a while. And I asked them, I said, how do you all make time for yourself, right? He said, oh, that's easy. I work this place, she works that place, and so on, so maybe half the day we don't see each other, that kind of thing. So when we get together now, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have somebody in your foot 24/7, boy, where are you going to get time? Before you know it, you are tired already. You're tired of that person already.
Just imagine in the initial stages of the relationship, you're always together, right? Getting to know each other, spending time.
That's the honeymoon period.
When you move in now, after the honeymoon period, and you see that person 24/7, and then you realize, wait a minute, now I'm living with this person. Moonsa mal pop, moonsa pay me treat manger, boy, and the person snores.
You see, exactly.
Then the person nags. Then all of the other things that accompanies that. That's something else. Then you realize when you're really living with someone, then you get to finally see who they truly are.
Well, folks, it is so refreshing to hear ladies saying that. All right, let's move on. Okay, to be honest with you, these days I hardly open my phone anymore when I suspect it's these shootings and killings and so on. To be honest with you, I had so much of that already. And not that I don't want to...
You finally got to that point.
Yeah, not that I don't want to watch it or anything, but sometimes it's like it disturbs my weekend, especially if I'm there relaxing, to see some videos coming in, ping, 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 ping on my phone, right? So I say, something is going on. So I would just look at it, it kind of look a little hazy. I say, you see that thing? Me? I know, I'm opening that.
I changed the settings on my phone a long time ago, so videos and photos don't automatically download.
But mine's like that.
And my friends and family know from a very long time, certain things you just don't send me, because I will not open it. I said that to them already. I do not want anything to mess up my day. Sometimes I just woke up, you send a video, I do not know what it is, I open it, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have to undo or try to get to that point where, mentally I get myself out of it. I do not want to be put in that space. I'll read it instead. And I made a conscious decision to not, even watching television and so on, I made a conscious decision to not take in anything that I know that's going to disrupt my day.
Well, this latest incident happened in Mark, Bexor. They said Saturday evening, this past Saturday. A kid, a 23-year-old. A 23-year-old, his name is Jabez Edward. They said he was shot.
That's a nice name.
He was shot. Yeah, it's a beautiful name. It's actually a biblical name, Jabez. Edward was reportedly shot 4 times, and the police are saying that it's a targeted attack.
4 times is definitely.
So in other words, they knew who their target was, and they came after the target. Now the family members were kind of weighing in and saying, well, the young man is good to them, but they don't know what he's involved with when he's back with when the backs are turned.
Yeah.
Okay, or when his back is turned.
I'm happy that they said that, because sometimes we really don't know.
I think that his sister was speaking, and I believe she's kind of acknowledging that there's a possibility he may have been involved in something untoward. Yeah, because the fact that she's saying, well, he was nice to my family. And and that's understandable. That is understandable. But there's somebody speculating and saying it probably has something to do with some missing farm animals.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going to take someone's life over livestock?
Boy, you'd be surprised.
But that's where the police, again. I just wanted to say,
No, but you're right.
where the police
You're right.
comes in.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're supposed to.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You go to
Now-
the police, you make a report.
And there's the problem. You go now, you make the report. Okay, you give information to the police, and I spoke about my experience recently.
Yes, with what happened with Tony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to now, not a call. Up to now, I have the officer's number. I'm not going to call that number because I think I'm just going to wasting my time. So you have people now who do not understand life, and they see things in a certain from their telescope, high away. Okay. They don't look at the broader picture. It's like it's tunnel vision. This is how I see it. And they don't know how the way life works. So a guy like me, I'll just say, okay, all right. The police will not help me. I will leave it at that.
And sometimes, Andre, when it comes to things that, let's take that instance. It's livestock. What exactly was stolen, did they say?
No, it's just somebody speculating.
Okay. So if they're speculating, I won't even go deeper into it because there's no point in it, so I won't be pointing fingers. But whatever it may be, when something happens to you, we naturally have the tendency to get angry. We want revenge in some instances. We want the person to suffer. Pride and ego gets in the way. And it's important that we have individuals around us that would say, hey, let's do this differently. Calm down. Let's go this way to seek help, as opposed to taking that knife, taking that gun, and going to take someone's life. Because now, what happens now?
Yeah, but you have a bigger problem.
You have a bigger problem.
Okay, because you have now taken on a responsibility that's not yours. That's the responsibility first and foremost of the police to get involved. And if they choose not to get involved, right, is either you take it into your own hands, or you allow a higher power, which is my understanding is the Most High, and the Most High says vengeance belongs to me. That's not your job. So when you now you take God's job away from him, now you have to deal with him now, because he doesn't like it when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. When you are playing God. That's what you're doing.
Playing God. You're not allowing him to
do his work. That's he said that's me.
Amicably.
Yeah, that's for me to deal with. I know exactly when and how to do what I'm doing. Because sometimes you may decide to take revenge, and maybe that person that you decide to you think you have all the facts, and sometimes you don't. So you could probably take an innocent life. That's a possibility, right? Because if the system gets it wrong many times, imagine
to not get it wrong.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You could just get it wrong. There's a possibility. However, it could be right. Maybe that's the person that would probably did it. But then maybe that person now is the breadwinner of the family. Maybe he has a mother that is sick and needs him to help. All these things come into place. So you getting involved now, you're just creating more problems now. More problems. So you have that. You also have the issue of people now who, and this is a reality, folks, whether we want to believe it or not, there are things that people can do to mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, to mess you up, let me explain what I mean. Mess you up, I believe that if I didn't do anything to you, right, you cannot mess me up.
That's
my belief. Okay? Because I find that it's totally unfair for me to end up being on the street, right, like a dog, for something I didn't do. I cannot fathom that.
Oh, you're referring to that?
Yeah,
aspect
that aspect of it. Where
I
people,
you didn't believe in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe that there is evil, but I don't believe that somebody can do me evil if I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. If somebody can explain to me
how it works.
How it works. Exactly. That somebody can do something to me. So I'm saying, so you have all those issues to contend with there. And even the person that does that to you, okay, if that works,
they still have to face
you now have to face the Lord, because he tell you that is my job.
That is my job.
That's not for you. So
right.
So when these young fellas or even some older people who do not understand the way life is supposed to work, they go and rush now and get involved and make things worse for themselves.
Yeah.
All right. So whoever did that, well, all I could say to you is, my friend, is tonto.
It's only about if the police haven't found you yet. At some point in time, they will, and when they do, you have to face the consequences of your actions.
Mhm.
And again, God is a very forgiving God. So even that individual as well, maybe after he did what he did, he may have gone and said, "Lord, I'm so sorry. I'm just waiting for the police to come so I could face the consequences of my actions." And even then, God has already forgiven him,
Mhm.
and we can't really judge him. Sometimes what we have to do as individuals, with our friends, family, co-workers, always try to point them in the right direction, no matter how difficult it may be for
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
You know, because that in itself could prevent so much from happening.
My daughter Nairobi, when she was here recently, she was telling me about some young children that she heard cursing, right? They were cursing, and she said to me, I cannot repeat what they were saying, right? But in other words, she says to
She
me,
was,
Daddy, you know what I'm talking about, kind of thing. And my response to her was, listen, I know maybe they're doing it, but I don't want you doing that. I don't want you cursing people, right? Because when you curse somebody, you're literally cursing yourself, because what you put out there is going to come back to you, right? So I said to her, now she's 7, I said to her, do you understand what I'm saying? She said to me, yes. I said to her, explain to me now what I'm saying. What do I mean by that? And of course, in her little way, she's telling me, well, if I do that and I say that, here's what may happen to me down the road. And I say, okay, good. But I don't want you cursing. So I support what you just said there. We have a responsibility to try to intervene and stop what may be the inevitable.
yeah.
And maybe, we need more people to be doing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay? And there are a lot of us that hear children cursing, and we don't tell them, don't say
We
that.
smile, we laugh.
Yeah, it's
we
funny.
Record it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Till it's later on down the line when they become adults and they start doing it.
But let me just ask you something. Let me ask you something. Do you believe there's a good thing in cursing somebody? Do you think anything good can come out of that? Because there's nothing positive about
There's nothing
cursing.
positive about it.
So why do we want to curse somebody if we don't want to bring them bad luck?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why
There's
you're
nothing
cursing.
positive
You're
about
cursing
it.
the person.
You're cursing the person. And when we're going to go back to whatever you put out there, it's going to come back to you at some point. And if it doesn't, you have children, you have family members.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this, and that's one my mom always said to us from very young. Be mindful what you say to someone, what you do to someone. They have feelings, they have family members, and if you act a particular way and continue to do so, it's going to come back to you. Do not ever, always put yourself in someone else's shoes, no matter what it is. Yeah, and I've carried that with me till now.
That's good. That's good. I'll carry it too. Okay. Have you ever heard of undertaking? Right? That in terms of the motoring public, where you undertake somebody. You didn't overtake them, you undertook them.
Yeah.
Let me explain. When you overtake the person, I'm using the word overtake so you can understand. Say for example, we drive on the left side of the road.
Yes, we do.
If the person overtakes you on the left side, that's what you call undertaking. So you're undertaking when you do that. Now, I do not know if that's allowed in St. Lucia. I have to check that out. Yeah, I have to check that out. And have you ever been in a vehicle and have you seen somebody do that?
No. Well, maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say no or yes.
Yeah. I've actually experienced it like 3 times already. Saturday was the last time it happened. That property, let me see if I can explain. That property, before the marina, say you're heading up north. What do you call that hotel there again?
Harbor Club.
Harbor Club. Ooh. That's what I remember.
Right. Okay, I've seen it happen around that area.
Exactly.
Actually.
Now there's a portion of the road. There's a portion of the road you could see. It's kind of like, I don't know, I think maybe that's there for vehicles to maybe to stop.
To stop buses and so on.
Buses. I'm just speculating. I'm not sure, because I don't think I saw a bus stop there, to be honest with you.
I haven't seen a bus stop,
But
no.
But when you're driving there, okay, and you're on that road, you tend to be sort of in the middle of the road. And some drivers think that because you're not on that side, that they could undertake you right there. So I'm not too sure if that's what that's meant to be for. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So
I don't think it was meant for that purpose.
Yeah, our chimers, please chime in on this particular one. Just by Harbour Club there's that little portion of road to the left there, and I've witnessed at least 3 times.
That's exactly where I saw it happen, now that you mention it.
So I don't know if that's allowed.
There's a coconut, one selling coconuts around that area. So now that you mention it, yeah, that's exactly where it happened.
Correct is right.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it is. So I don't know if that's allowed, if that's what that, maybe I'm wrong.
We'll have to check the traffic department or something. Or if someone knows, maybe a police officer who works at the traffic department can chime in and let us know. But I don't think it's legal. I don't think so, but
I'm bringing it up because in Jamaica, since the Hurricane Melissa, imagine there were no road deaths recorded.
That's amazing.
Up until the 28th of October. Okay, after that, it started again because now things are getting back to normal. Isn't that interesting to see because of the hurricane?
That's really interesting.
People had to chill.
It tells you something, though. Hey, you need to chill. Yeah.
Okay, and it's almost like you're forced to chill.
Yeah, because hurricanes and disasters can make you more cautious.
It forces you to
while
chill.
You're on the road and so on. So
that streak ended on the 1st of November. A 28-year-old motorcyclist was killed in a collision, right? And here what they're saying, that's what the police are saying. Excessive speeding, overtaking improperly, and what they call it, on the off side. So it's the same method about the undertaking.
Oh,
right. And after they overtake on the left side, they turn to the right without due care. So they undertake you, and then they
That's
quickly...
dangerous.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
And that's what happened in that particular case there, right? They said these were the reasons that this accident happened. 326 people died in motor vehicle crashes so far.
For this year?
In Jamaica. 326.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's in addition to people, of course, who were killed and so on with the use of the gun and this sort of thing. But I really want to find out if that piece of road is meant for that purpose. Because I wonder why is that happening every time I'm around that area there. It's happened 3 times already.
I doubt it. People are impatient and they figure I want to get to... And sometimes they don't really go that far. So when you really think about it, I don't even know why people overtake. They overtake you and they're just in front of you. Not going anywhere. What are you doing?
What's that for? Okay. In the U.S., the Supreme Court, they heard a case about a devout Rastafarian. Now he's seeking damages. His locks all the way down to his knees. So this guy took
decades.
To grow this thing. To grow this thing. So apparently he was arrested for, they said, drug possession. I'm assuming it's a marijuana. They didn't say exactly what it was. So he was in this holding area, and he told the officer that he's allowed to have his locks. So please do not cut it. So according to the story, he actually gave him a copy of a 2017 court ruling stating that Rastafarians should be allowed to keep their dreadlocks in line with their religious beliefs. Okay? He said he actually handed the officer the copy of that document, saying you cannot come and just cut my locks just so. So here what he's saying here. The prison guard threw the document away. Okay? And the guy was handcuffed to a chair and his head was shaved. Imagine putting the guy for this kind of thing. So now he's suing the
I agree with
department. But there's a little problem here. An appeals court said that what they did him was egregious, right? But he's not eligible to sue individual prison officials for damages. He's not allowed to do that.
Oh, really?
Under state law and so on.
I think he has to do now is just grow his locks back.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, even while in jail, he has constitutional rights, including the right to practice his religious belief. So what they did to him, they shouldn't have done. However, the court ruling is final. I guess he has. I'm not sure if he's going to challenge it, but it's final, and maybe he could just grow his locks back again.
Poor guy. I feel sorry for him.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Because that's what happened there wasn't right. And imagine, up to now, this is still an issue, Monsieur. Up to now, this is still an issue for so many people, right? They take that they take that personally. My pleasure to shiver that hair. Unless, of course, I mean, you can prove that the guy, this is going to harm somebody, right?
How is it harming anybody? He's the one that grew his locks.
Maybe
He's going to hang himself with?
Maybe he might put a concealed weapon inside there.
Ooh.
a knife or something. I don't know.
You could put a concealed weapon anywhere. You could hide a weapon anywhere. You could hide a weapon anywhere. Doesn't matter.
You know, I cannot see.
How long was he sentenced to prison?
I think 2 years. 2 years.
Okay.
It wasn't a long sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, you know, they said for drug possession. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong. Is the marijuana thing?
Drug possession and let him get out. There was no reason to do that.
Why? Let me ask you. Why are we so obsessed with the hair, especially other people's hair? Why are we so obsessed with that? Why is that such
when you
an
say
issue?
Other people's hair, what do you mean?
Yeah, like in the case of the Rastafarian. Why does that bother you? When I say you, I'm speaking in general. Why does the person hairstyle bother you? The person have whatever hairstyle they choose to have, whether it's this or that or the other, and it looks whatever way. Why does that irk people?
Some people just want to get involved in people's business. My belief. That's what I like. I don't like to see that. Why? Whatever. Or it doesn't look good on you or whatever. Could be a number. In that case, it's just because he was a Rasta. So
there we go again, because I heard a lot of that this morning. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. That's my view. That's how I see it. And of course, some people actually add, I will never change.
Yes,
I will never change that.
I'll never change, right.
Okay? So because you feel that way, you feel, I don't like to see the man dreadlocks.
Doesn't mean that you have to impose it on someone else.
Yeah, that dreadlock reminds me of a lawbreaker. I mean, you may be thinking a whole bunch of stuff.
And it's what we were told. Many people, they still have that. They haven't gotten out of it. They don't. I mean, just respect the person. That's what that's his religious belief. Just carry on with your day. He's not doing you anything. And that happens a lot in our society and all over the world. Like, people just figure, okay.
And that's the USA. Supposedly one of the most advanced countries in the world today.
We're still
right?
human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, it comes a lot of, again, our beliefs, our values. Some people are just, when people have handed power, with that, they could do a lot. I'm a prison officer, I have power. I could do whatever I want. So.
Well, here we go. There's another case there. A lady was a clerk in Kentucky, right, where she was had the power to grant a marriage license to a heterosexual couple or a gay couple. Now, according to the law was that you have to, even if you're the one issuing the marriage license, the law says you have to, you should not discriminate. That's what the law says.
And she should have respected it.
She, being a Christian now, says she's, because of her Christian beliefs, right, she denied the gay couple the marriage license. So the gay couple took her to court, and they won, and they awarded her, they awarded the gay couple hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages, right? So now she took the case to the U.S. Supreme Court, and saying that they should strike down that law about allowing gay marriage. That was her case. So the Supreme Court rejected her, say, hey, no, rejected her application to strike it down. They didn't give any reasons. They just said, hey, go back at that kind of thing. All right? So here we go again. You are in a position, the law is clear. In the case of the Rastafarian, he handed the officer a document stating, that's my right, okay, as a Rastafarian to wear my dreadlocks. You have a situation where you have a gay couple coming to you and saying, look, you know, the law says we can get married. And now, as you were saying a while ago there, because you have that power, you're now abusing that power and going against the law. You can't win. You cannot win.
You won't be able to win. No.
Now, hear what they're saying, and that's the thing, and that just gives, you know, these the people who are duly affected by these things some sort of justification to continue along the way that they're living, because hear what one human rights campaigner said. Today, love won again. When public officials take an oath to serve their communities, that promise extends to everyone. And they were adding here, this frivolous case now belongs to the trash bin of history. But let's not be naive. Our opponents are well-resourced and determined, right? They will keep trying to undo the progress we've made. Now is not the time to let our guard down. So you see that just adding more fuel
You just
now
added more
to the
fuel
fire.
to it.
To the fire. You see, that just convinces them that this is a way of life now, and there are people trying to destroy that. So we now, like in that particular case, we have to fight it and continue
Again,
fighting.
We should go back to the core of what the Bible says, and all about love for another human being. You can be judge, jury, and executioner. You know, that's what the law says. And you have to, as much as you hate it and you have your religious beliefs, love the person nonetheless, because that's what the Bible says. There's so many other different sins in the Bible. While you want to chastise and bit down individuals and say you're not going to get married, so many other things are happening in the background, but you're judging that one thing. Let's not be like that.
I agree.
Let's
100%.
not be like that.
And besides, you are under the law. You're obligated to keep the law. If you don't like it, you leave the job.
Yeah, find another job where you don't have to be put in that situation
Exactly.
over and over and over. Pray to God and say, God, I really do not want that job because I love the job, but that one thing, and He will help you. Trust Him to get you out of it and find you a job where you don't have to be put in that situation.
That's similar to a situation where we have in St. Lucia. You're allowed a certain amount of a couple ounces of marijuana. If you're caught with it, the police officer is not supposed to arrest you for that. That's what the law says. So imagine you have a police officer saying, "Well, I feel this is how, you know, and you shouldn't have the marijuana, period, and I'm going to arrest you." No, the law is clear. Okay, so leave the thing alone. Stop trying to play God. God will come and fix up His thing at the appropriate time. At the appropriate time.
With everybody at the appropriate time.
Yeah, you just have to tell people what you know to be right and not to know to be wrong, and especially if you can back up what you're saying. Don't come and say that's how I feel, and you cannot support what you're saying. Don't come like this morning. A couple of callers came and they were using examples from the Bible, and they're telling me I know the story, right? They're telling me, and I say, no, if you come in with your story, have your facts. Don't come and tell me I know it. You understand? So if you can back up what you're saying with facts, then no problem.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So anyway, just finally, again, similar to what I was just talking about there, how some people now will ride on those kinds of things and figure all what they said is justified and all what they're doing is justified. Donald Trump in that situation with the BBC. Remember yesterday I mentioned that to you?
You mentioned it, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Have you been? Did you follow that story?
I actually went online to read it a bit, and that was it.
Yeah. So he now, remember I tell you, he's always been talking about fake news and fake journalists, and he's been saying it for a long time. The minute you see you don't agree with him, you're fake, whatever. But the BBC just gave Donald Trump, man, your boy.
Ammunition.
Yes. And that is the thing. That is what the system is. That's why they're voting for him, because he makes you feel as though the system is all corrupt and it's a mess. And it's against you, and that's why they took him to court, and that's why they made him pay all this money. That's what he's been saying.
He's been saying,
and he's convincing a lot of people that this is exactly what the system is. So now, when you have the BBC, a respected organization like that, the man was speaking at this rally, whatever they had there, and the rioters were heading to Capitol Hill to do their business. So Donald Trump, they had this documentary called Trump, A Second Chance. Okay? And what they did... Go ahead.
No, I think, go.
It's part of the Panorama series. Okay? So what they did, Donald Trump was speaking at two separate times of the day. And what they did, they spliced the thing into one, where he said, let me quote here, when he said, "Fight like hell." Fight like hell, and that's what they took. But they did not add the other piece, right, where he was telling them to do what they're doing peacefully.
That's wrong.
They left it out.
Many levels.
They left it out. That is
wrong on so many
wrong.
levels.
It is awful. It is terrible to do something like that. The guy said demonstrate peacefully, but when you put that out there, it sounds as though he was encouraging violence. So Trump now jumped over that,
He will, and I agree with him.
Oh my gosh, he jumped all over that.
I agree with that.
He says here, right? He says here, they have to retract the false, defamatory, disparaging, and inflammatory statements. Apologize, and hear that, appropriately compensate Donald Trump. He says if you don't do that by Friday, he likes to give deadlines. If you don't do that by Friday, I'm going to sue you for $1 billion. I don't know if it's, I imagine maybe $1 billion,
Maybe $1 billion
pound sterling.
Pound sterling.
Could be pound sterling.
And I'm happy that he is, because sometimes you have to send a strong message. A lot of media houses have been doing that. And people respect what comes out of that organization.
That's correct. They believe you.
They believe you.
Mm-hmm.
So you
You have a big responsibility on your shoulders there.
Responsibility on your shoulders
to protect your integrity.
And put out the right information, accurate information.
Yeah. Because it gives the impression as though he encouraged the violence. And that's, I mean,
right.
Donald Trump, I don't like his politics at all. But you have to admit that was just wrong.
That was wrong on all accounts, no matter how we
and the
want to
BBC
view it
to do that?
And some people hate him too because of it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, that is just going to propel him even more in terms of his popularity.
Yeah, man.
People must think...
They need to.
Now, think of that. If they could do that to Trump, think of who else
Clearly.
they do that to.
They've done it before.
Just that maybe the others don't have a voice.
When you take something and you splice it and you put it out there, you're saying to the public, this is what the person said. They don't have a choice because they were not around when, as a media worker, because we're in the media, you were the one there. So when you take that and the person said, maybe had a lengthy talk on a particular issue, you take 2 minutes of that and you put that there as fact. Where's the rest of it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the public has, and that's what they're going to judge that individual by. And if you put out, the person said that, but what context did they say it in? That's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times, the context boy, that's just so, we have a responsibility as media workers and to do what's right for our viewers and our listeners, and that's wrong on all accounts. Because by that alone, this man was chastised. He's hated by many people.
Mm-hmm.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
But hear that now. Hear that now. He's asking the BBC, right, to compensate him. Now the BBC is going to have to come up with a figure. They have to apologize for sure.
They're
going to have to apologize.
They still have to pay.
And they have, because he says, listen, I want you to apologize. I want you to compensate me. Now, I think there are about 2 or 3 other cases where Trump was awarded huge sums, millions of dollars, because I think ABC, CBS, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure, right? They paid him already, because sometimes some of them just say, something, let me just pay him and finish it. I don't want to go through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. That might even get the BBC broke.
Mm-hmm.
Because Trump ain't going to accept $1 million.
And you know what's going to happen after that, right?
And remember, BBC is publicly funded, right? You have people paying dues, just like you pay your dues to Flow every month or Digicel every month, right? The BBC is guaranteed that funding. The people pay that on a monthly basis. So, boy, how are they going to resolve this thing? Because Trump will not settle for $1 million.
They will put out a statement and they will pay him.
But how much? That's the thing.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Because Trump will not accept $1 million. That's for sure.
Let's see what happens.
So the point I was making earlier with the case of the lady and using her position as the clerk, right? And the gay organizations are jumping all over that to see, you see the way the system is against us. You see what they're doing to us, that kind of thing. So then you have more people now who are understanding of you and more tolerant of what you're doing. So Trump is jumping all over this one, boy. ABC. For the BBC,
he's not going to,
it's a sad day for the BBC. Sad
the ratings
and I want to repeat what I said. If they did that in that situation, imagine what they've been doing in other situations.
That's not the first
So they're going to
time.
need to clean out inside there.
If you found doing this one thing, it has happened before.
Correct is right.
We know that, Andre. If that has happened,
correct is right.
So it has happened before.
Alrighty, so let's get into the shout-outs. So this is Hard Drive for today, Tuesday, the 11th of November. Kiana's getting her laptop all set, so I'm trying to assist as best as I can. Coming up at 11:30 this morning, rev up the homegrown. Later today, we're going to be having Zen the DJ as always from 3 until 5, then 5 until 6, Powell Politic, then from 6 until 7. Doctor in the House with Dr. Leonard Suraj. That's what's happening today on Rev-Up. So how are we doing, Akina?
You're doing pretty good.
All
Like
right.
yesterday.
Good.
So I'm going to start off with the WhatsApp platform first while Facebook loads. So, so many messages today. Okay. Someone says, 1 second. Okay. Someone says, Andre, there is no Jesus coming back as he left you. He said, I am with you always, even until the end of age. We are the temple of the living God, and the Spirit of God dwells inside of you. There is no coming back. God says, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, and none can deliver out of my hands. Read the Bible, Andre. Andre, you're taking it literally. Read the Bible again, and this time with open mind.
Alrighty, I hear you.
Someone says, good morning, Rev family, Andre and Kina. Nice topic with the Nikki, but unequally yoked will not work. Okay, thank you so much for chiming in. Someone else says, good morning, Rev family. A blessed day to all. Right? Who she's? Okay. Someone else says, 1 Corinthians 7, verse 12 to 14. Paul gives instructions to believers who are already married to an unbeliever. If any brother has a wife who is an unbeliever and she consents to live with him, he should not divorce her. For the unbelieving husband is made holy because of his wife, and the unbelieving wife is made holy because of her husband. Thank you for chiming in. Iphigenia says, good morning, Andre and Kina. Andre, even if someone believes something that you know is not true, like you said, the world is flat, I still believe in respecting their right to have their own belief. I don't have to agree with them, and I don't have to adopt their belief. But I can still respect them as a person. Respect doesn't mean agreement. It just means we can allow each other to be who we are. And she sends kisses.
Alrighty.
Someone else says, Andre, I have a friend that you know very well. His name is Mr. Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he's riding in my car, I deliberately play country music.
Torturing the man.
Because he hates it. And my favorite line to him is, my favorite line to him is, don't come to my home or vehicle and give orders. I know he is listening now. Oh my word. Why are you so mean? Oh no. Well, I guess there's all fair play and love in that too.
Mr. Bailey.
Oh my gosh, he says, I know he is listening right now. Please give him a shout out from his brother Stan. Stan. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Bailey, I help you with that one, boy. That's done deliberately. Torture the man.
Oh, whoosh. Oh, wow. Someone says, good day to Andre and Kina. Great discussion, guys. Have a blessed day. And please, can you play me my favorite song, Praise Him to the Max, after the discussion? Thank you.
That's one of your favorites, right? Praise Him to the Max.
Humble Official, Solange, and just it's a
and
really good song.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it too. Someone else says, good morning, Rev-Up. Kina, can you ask Andre, what does he mean when he uses the word curse?
Curse?
Yeah.
Well, okay, when you
you curse
you
someone.
curse somebody,
He's referring to you go cast an evil spell or something.
No, the F word and all kinds of things.
That curse you were referring to.
Yeah, because there's that as well.
Okay, that's what he's referring to.
So I was saying, does any good come out of that? When you tell somebody that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take what I said back because I thought was something else. So sorry. Okay, there you have it, Chima. Someone else says, you're absolutely right, Andre. This is always done by the minibus drivers and a few stupid little boys driving their cars. I've always said the government and all police can make serious monies for the state. I've experienced this thing countless times.
Yeah, the undertaking.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. Someone else, good morning to you, Andre. Kina, you also. Andre, I really thought when the guy speaking about what happened in the Bible didn't know exactly what was in there, I being in the position of knowledge would educate them, not let them go not the wiser.
I understand what the person is saying. I should have engaged the callers, but that was not what I intended to do. What I intended to do was to make the point that if people have these differing views, it's just irritating.
It's a back and forth, and it can be a little bit irritating.
Yeah, that's the point I was making. Yeah.
All right. Okay, moving on to the other chimer. Person says, good morning, Rev-Up team. Blessed Tuesday. The race that suffers because of hair is black people.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else says, Lorena is in the building.
Hey, Lorena.
She says, good morning to my beautiful Kiki and Andre. How are you guys doing? She sends kisses. Mwah, right back, Lorena. I'm back from yesterday. I am not 100% yet, but I'm doing much better than before. I am being very careful. Love you guys. Big up to the Rev-Up fans, especially Barbara. Have a blessed day, everyone. It's me, Lorena. And she sends hearts. Aw, thank you so much, sweetie. I'm happy that you're back. It's good to have you back. I know you're not doing too well. You're getting there. But we're sending you all the love and kisses too.
Indeed,
Kiss from
indeed.
me, Andre,
Lorena.
kisses.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Yes, man. For Lorena.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have something to say now?
To her?
No.
Huh.
Before I continue?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Dakota McGuire, Cleveland Sealy is the first to chime in on Facebook. Ding, 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 ding. She says, good morning, Kina and Andre. Good morning, Dakota. And she sends hearts as
Morning,
well.
Dakota.
So good morning, love. Martha Sharp is the second individual to chime in. Haha.
Morning.
Why has they beat you to it, man?
Morning,
She
Martha
says,
Shop.
amazing day, Mr. Andre. Lovely Kina. Bless, love, peace, and love, everyone. Everyone is sending hearts and hugs and the emojis.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
so nice.
Mhm.
Good. Pious Snappy, yeah, man, is in the building. He says, good morning. Pious, that's all you're saying? Sakwivodia. But you always say good morning anyway, just playing. Lon Jules is in the building. He said, one second, Lon. He says, make sure your name is on the voting list. And he sends a link. So whoever is on our Facebook platform, double check, click the link and check to see whether your name is on the voters list. Thank you so much, Lon. Sharon Peters in the house. She says, good morning, Rev-Up family. Happy Tuesday to all. Tony! That's what she says next.
I hope you heard.
I'm sure.
This morning I walked inside here. Okay, I usually get here like maybe 22 to 5. That's all the time there. And I walked in and they're thinking, no joke, I see Tony sitting on the chair there. I said, what I'll do if I run back outside.
I think you'll do a double take first, and if you really actually sitting there, I think you might. What are you doing there? You might have tried to have a conversation. What do you think you would do?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought about it this morning. Yeah, I said, what if Tony's sitting inside there? So as I open the door, I see Tony sitting there. Huh? Boy.
Lord, you know what? Halloween has come and gone.
That's what you'd say.
Oh my gosh. Halloween has come and gone. But anyways, now you have me thinking.
I just miss him. I just miss his presence.
Yeah, I miss him
so
too.
much.
I miss him too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, Pole Food Baby Henry. She also chimed in and she says, good morning and happy Tuesday to the Rev-Up St. Lucia family and all in the chat room. Have a sunny day. Oh, that's the first. Thank you.
Well.
Marvelous all dia.
Why?
Just a little bit. It's cooler. Martha James says, bonjour, everyone. And she sends hearts as well. Oh, thank you.
All right, Martha.
Lilia Victor says, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Catherine
Morning, Lilia.
Is
Hope all is well there with you.
Oh, yeah, Lilia is your friend.
Yes. That's right.
Lilia, morning.
Mm-hmm. And Catherine McPhee, good morning to you as well.
Yeah.
And the entire family.
And your husband as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday. She says, good morning, Andre and Kina. Blessings. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Kisses.
Blessings upon you as well.
All of you as well. How many did I go before that? 5, 6, 7? I'm just playing. Barbara Augustine says, good morning, Rev-Up family. Missing my favorite person on the hard drive. Tony Paul, he never said goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're missing too, Barbara.
Yeah, well, if it's any comfort, he didn't say goodbye to anybody.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You just Ali.
Yeah.
Boy. Christine Chalry says, blessed Tuesday to you both. Thank you, Christine. Nancy Graceline is in the house. She says, thank you, Kina. Most men are not honest up front. Let the women know you love your space up front. Don't put up that facade. And then you turn on her like a beast. I totally agree.
Can you read that? Can you read that again?
She says, thank you, Kina. Most men are not honest up front.
Oh, okay.
That's the first thing. And she continues by saying, let the woman know you love your space up front. Don't put up that facade. And then you turn on her like a beast. So I agree.
Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, that's not part of the discussion at the beginning at all.
It should
that
be.
That doesn't come up.
It should be part of the discussion.
And even if the person finds out eventually, so what about that now? When you find out that this
that
is
the person likes their space. The honeymoon phase, moon or moon.
Do you discuss that when you dating?
man.
You just start dating a guy?
Yeah, man.
What? To me, I don't discuss
my
that.
likes, my dislikes, my space, yes.
Yeah,
I do.
okay.
Always have.
But I'm really, really heartened, man, to hear you say that you like your space.
I love. Mweme. Are you saying space in patois?
Spas.
I do not know if is it correct what you said?
Probably space, maybe it's just
I'm
space.
telling you, we need your help here.
I can't think of how to say space in Creole.
Okay. Okay, mweme spas. Okay.
Well, to me, people don't discuss that. To me, we don't discuss that.
It's important,
Yeah.
And how many children you have too?
Oh yeah, well, of course that one goes without saying for sure.
Yeah, and if your mom or your father, they're very territorial, they don't really, you need to be honest and open,
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, I'm a mama's boy, or my mom could be a bit
yes, I agree.
Not when the person is in there and they're going through it. It could do a number
I think the
of
reason people have a problem with the space thing, they believe in that you want space to do bad things.
That's, and people get used to, the honeymoon phase. Some people really never get out of it.
They think it's supposed to last
because
forever.
not that they think that it's supposed to last forever. It's what you have shown me. It's like, this is what you portray yourself to be. You sold yourself to me as that while you're changing what's really going on. But some of us don't realize that in the relationship, things change. Not you. Sometimes it has nothing to do about you. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes the person is tired. Sometimes the person is stressed. There are a lot of contributing factors, and that will cause someone to not call you as often. And it's easy for some individuals to judge that.
That's a good point you're making, Kina. That's a very, very good point. And let me just give you my story just quickly. When I left radio and television, Radio 100, right? I had a lot of time on my hand. I had a lot of time on my hand because the only thing I was concentrating on was building the radio station, with Tony. Okay, so I was able to go here, there, everywhere, lime here, lime there, But the minute the station opened, that changed. It changed. So you have to say, hey, but how come I'm not seeing you these days? You used to come and support me. You used to come and buy this and that. I said, no, right now, my time is limited right now. So that's a very, very good point that you're making there. So it's had nothing to do with you. It's circumstances that just changed, and it can't be the same.
It's also important for you as well, who have some things have changed, to say, hey, this is why you're not seeing me as often. Because when people go into their heads there, you know what could happen, right? Yeah. Someone says, Sonia Joseph says, good morning, Rev-Up. I miss Tony. I cannot believe he's not here anymore. He's always on my mind. And Andre, I was looking for Tony on the hard drive with you and Kina. Did you take them down? I just wanted to see him again. I really miss him. Take what down?
Yeah. What is that about now?
He's always on my mind. And Andre, I was looking for Tony on the hard drive with you and Kina. Did you take them down? I just wanted to see him again. I really miss
that's
him.
a good question. I don't know. I think you Facebook keeps that for a while.
Facebook,
and then
right, just a month. But
Okay.
we are on YouTube. So if you go to our Rev-Up St. Lucia YouTube page, social media handle that is, you will find it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Well,
if it's on Facebook, Facebook only keeps live recordings for just about a month and they delete it. But
Okay.
we're on YouTube as well. So if you do want to,
so just type in
Rev-Up St. Lucia on YouTube, it will pop up.
hard drive
and follow
Tony
as well.
Paul. Hard drive Tony
Yes.
Paul.
Yeah.
But just quickly, Just quickly. Sorry, folks, to talk about that because I still have a hard time, accepting my brother's death. You know, when I went to the hospital, and the doctors asked me to come in, right, just to identify Tony and everything, right. So when I went in there, I'm looking at him, and he just looked like he was just sleeping. He just looked that way, right. And I'm still saying to myself, although he was really pronounced dead, I'm still saying to myself, maybe he's still alive. Maybe he's just, and I'm watching him. And when I kind of like realized he was dead was when the folks came in from the funeral home and they took him off the bed to put him on the gurney, right? When they lifted him and they were trying to hold him in such a way that they could place him properly on the gurney, and his shoulders were moving back and forth, up and down, because they're trying to lift him. And I'm looking at him to see if he will put up some resistance.
And he did.
And he was just there going with the flow, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
He's just allowing them to move him around. I said, wow.
That's tough.
Yeah. And the final part was when they put him in this bag thing and they had a zip and they zipped that. And I said to myself, even if he had some life left,
he would have done something. He would have said,
right? And then at that point, there's no air, there's no oxygen inside there. So even if he had a little something left in him, for sure, it'd be gone by at that point in time.
Yeah. You just relieving that took me into that space. It's difficult to even hear you talk about it, because I'm in that space with you as you go along. So it's difficult. Sheesh. Stuff.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. And we here with you. I know sometimes you just carry on like everything is okay, but at there's some moments where you really feel it. Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah. Ooh. Elvin J Team Workers eyes. The eyes have it as always. That's what he does. And DK says, good morning, Kina. How are you doing? Good morning, Andre. How are you? Hope that all is well and the God of heaven continues to pour out strength on you. Thank you so much, NDK.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Kisses. Mwah. He went on to say, or he or she went on to say, Andre, no evil can come near thy dwelling. Your goodness would return it back to them double.
There you go.
So much,
I strongly believe that.
I strongly
believe that. If I'm not guilty, I didn't do anything wrong. How could you come and do something to me and I end up on the roads, on the streets like a
vengeance is mine.
Yeah. Now, if I did it wrong, if I did something that was bad, right? I killed your child or something like that. I murdered your child, and then you go and do something. To me, that's when that thing could work. And maybe I could even be wrong about that one.
Yeah, I think you're wrong about it because there are some people that have, but still going that far to inflict such pain on another individual, nah. So okay, what the person did was wrong, but what you did is even worse.
Exactly.
Because that person is in that for years and years and years. So let God handle that.
That's the best advice you could give.
That's the best thing. Let God deal with it.
And say that to our young people, those of you who think that you can settle scores and so on.
Yeah.
As hard as that may seem, right?
It's very hard.
Yeah. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's
Especially
wisdom.
when you know your child is not coming back, or you're
Yeah.
not going to get back what you
Or your
had
friend.
once had, or your friend
Your
is
friend.
not coming back. The anger and the resentment builds, and you want revenge. But don't let that eat you away. Seek help, a pastor, a counselor, and be around people that will not sway you to do something that is evil. You know. Yeah. D. Francis Obey says, Rev Up, good morning.
Morning, dear Francis. I haven't heard from you in a little while.
Yeah.
Hope all is well. Yes, and of course, your friend Charmin as well. Our dear friend Charmin.
Septima Joseph says, Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you as well, Septima. Christelle Stanio, sorry. I call it lack of respect and love for others and their way of life. That's what she says.
Referring to
I'm not sure. Maybe something we were discussing.
the relationship thing, maybe?
Most likely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seals Rub says, Good morning to you, Andre and Keenel. Blessed day to you both. It's always a pleasure listening to you both. Pleasant day.
Hey, good morning,
You.
Sil. And as usual, I take the opportunity to give your number out there because, Sil is trying to help herself.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
she sells her rubs, and you can certainly check her out if you have any pain or anything like that. And Kina is the number one public relations officer for Silton's products. So you can get her at 716-8018. 716-8018. 716-8018. Go check Sil for your rub. Okay? I know a lot of people, not only you, Kina, a lot of people who believe in that. They believe in the
it
rub.
Works.
Yeah.
It works. You remember when we were younger, that's the first thing our grandparents and parents went to get
Yeah.
to rub us down. And it worked then. And it's still effective now.
My grandfather used to do it.
Yeah, it works. I have mine. Find yours. You just never know. Barbara Augustine says, okay, she's responding to someone else and what they said about Tony, missing Tony. So she says, miss you. And she also went on to say, I know the feeling. Some Wade Williams actually is chiming in, and he says, because Trump is a con man.
Take it, sue you for $1 billion.
Oh my gosh. And DK returns and says, 3/4 of the world believes a lie before believing the truth.
Okay, so
As it
I don't
relates to
know.
maybe Trump and what we were saying. So he's pretty much saying 3/4 of the world.
Okay.
It is true. And
Okay.
you know what? The studies have shown that we are quick to believe people that lie over someone, especially when it has to do with someone saying something negative about
Yes.
someone else. So like minds kind of,
That's true.
and the most important thing for you to do when someone comes to you, the person is not there to defend themselves. So what do? The person is not there. Find the person, come, hey, that sort of stuff. Don't get into it, because a lot of the times you don't know. There are two sides to a story. After all.
Exactly.
Yes. Junior Conibert says, so true. Junior Conibert returned and says, they always do that right here in St. Lucia.
Okay, do what?
I'm not sure, Junior. Can you expound, please? Wade Williams says they call that a license fee as mandated by Parliament.
That's for the BBC.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Wade.
Yes.
It's good.
Thank you very much.
Bravo, Wade. You know, I gotta say, you know why, right? So,
Yes.
and DK says that drive was hard today.
The hard drive.
Yes. I've been driving all morning. Oh, okay, he continues. I have been driving all morning stuck in traffic.
Oh, so that's what he's talking
okay,
about.
so that's
Okay,
what you're
sorry.
referring to. Sorry, we
Oh,
thought it
gee.
was the hard drive. Anyways, after all, it's a good thing that you're stuck in traffic because you get to stay with us longer. So that's good. No distractions, just stuck in traffic. Junior Conivant says, good morning, Andre and Kina. Wishing you guys a fabulous Tuesday. To our Rev-Up family, have a fabulous Friday. It's
A
Tuesday.
Friday.
Friday, Juju and family in Odsa. Unless if somebody's name is Friday. But thank you so much, sweetie. We appreciate you. Arthur Charles is in the building, as always. And he says, good morning, folks.
Today is the birthday of the following persons.
Oh my gosh. Martina Charles of Rose Hill. Also Martin James, you said earlier.
Echo.
AKA MJ. And it's the wedding anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Billy. 10 years of marriage.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Billy, good morning to
Billy's
both of you. Pardon?
No, I don't know. I just said Billy's cleaning.
No. I know the gentleman. I know the gentleman.
Okay. Happy anniversary.
Happy birthday to you and your wife. They've been together for a long time.
Wow.
Many years. Yeah. So,
Good.
congratulations.
Junior Conibert returned and says, good morning. Oh, she just edited and she typed it back. So, good morning, Andre and Kina. Wishing you guys fabulous Tuesday from Juju and family. Rev-Up family, have a wonderful day.
Juju.
Yeah. From Juju and family, not Julian Alfred.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, Juju. And her name is Junior Conibert.
I say we make it.
I know,
I say
right?
we make it, boy.
It'll be a thing, yeah. So thank you so much, Junior
Juju, yeah.
Conibert. We love you. Kisses. Mwah. Barbara Augustine return says, thanks, Lorena. Have a great day yourself. Arthur Charles returned again and says, but you have Tony's ashes in the house and you ain't running away?
Nah. Never.
What movie was it with Will Smith and he was the genie and he rubbed that?
Oh, I saw that movie.
Mario Leandre says, good morning, Kina and Andre. Oh, guess who's in the building? We haven't seen her in quite a bit. Clara Sammy. Ding, ding,
Hey,
ding, ding.
Mr. Sammy,
Yeah.
true, where you been?
Yeah, maybe dealing with family matters.
Yeah, maybe so. It's so nice to have from you.
It's good to have you back. She says, good morning, River family.
Yeah, I actually got a nice message from Darren Sammy concerning Tony.
Oh.
Yes, I got that from him.
You got
So
it.
yeah, I wonder if I still
That's
have
so
it.
sweet. I'm sure you do.
Yes. Let me see. He has those disappearing.
Oh,
thing.
the disappearing messages thing. Oh, what a bummer. But the good thing is that he reached out and he sent you that message. So that's amazing. So Nancy Gracelyn returned, chimed in and says, Andre, you have to discuss upfront and be transparent. Then the person will decide if they want to stay or not, or you will know if you're compatible.
Well, it seems as though this thing about space is a big issue. So I guess I'll have to include that in the interview.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you should.
Moving
Yeah,
forward.
you
Yes,
should.
make that clear.
Make it clear. I'll let Richard
But
say.
you'll have to be honest too and say, well, okay, I accept, and be honest about it.
Yeah, and say what you mean, like, and do. If you say something, like, just don't go back on it. I know things change, and you might want a little bit more time. Sometimes you have more time of your own now, and you want more time with your significant other. But do it nicely. I mean, there are ways to go about doing. Don't be harsh. Don't be nagging about it. Okay. So, Alette Richard says, "Blessed day, Andre and Kina. Miss Tony so much."
Morning, Arlette. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alette. Clara Sammy returned, chimed in and says, Andre, breathe strong. 2 of my sisters passed away, and I'm holding on and doing fine. You will get there soon. Yeah.
So these are people. In fact, a lot of people are going through the same thing, the same
Grief.
issues, grief and so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good, when we can all encourage each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Sammy, be strong
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alette Richards also says, God is in control. So thank you so much, Alette. Rev-Up St. Lucia. Oh, by the way, you could also follow us on X. So go to our Facebook page. If you haven't followed, like and follow. Go follow us on YouTube. Rev-Up St. Lucia. The same thing applies. Follow us there as well and click that notification button. Don't forget. So the moment Rev-Up St. Lucia goes live, you get a notification saying, hey, we're live. You can't miss anything. And also follow us on X. Okay.
Okay. So talking about we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up.
Okay, I sound like Cardi B there for a minute. Yeah, so we're gonna go right back. 11:30 to 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
No, 12:30 p.m. Let's rev up the homegrown right here. So peeps, sorry about the rest of the comments. It's okay. Thereafter, still on the Rev-Up Center. Andre, why I'm gonna discuss is interrupting rude. Is it you being mean or is it something else?
Interrupting.
When someone is having a conversation with you, when someone is speaking and you interrupt, is it rude or just plain out mean?
Well, for me, I mean, I try to listen. I try, but I just hate to hear foolishness. I can't take it.
Okay.
So I have to interrupt.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to break down
what about you?
science
What about
is.
you? How about you?
I listen for the most part. Other times, if I don't want to lose my, train of thought, then you'd find me interrupting. But for the most part, I listen. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to say what science says about interrupting. So I'm going to break it down for our listeners.
Okay. I don't think it's manners to be interrupting people. I don't think so. But as I said, sometimes the person is just maybe repeating stuff that they said already over and over again. And you're tired of hearing the same old. Just maybe different characters, but same old story.
I'm going to tell you as well on the Rev-Up Center which country for 11th year in a row has been named the world's #1 city in the world's best cities of 2026 report.
2026. Wow.
Years in a row.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you that as well. And as well, the power of singing. If you're an expectant mother, I'm going to tell you the power of singing to your baby in there. There's a lot of power in there too. And napping as well. There's power in napping, so I'm going to break that down too. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, by the way, in terms of the city, is it something that the city is famous for?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
The sights and the sounds and everything that happens there. And its livability. Right?
Do you think our city should be beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Our city?
We're a long way from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to know what city it is?
No. I won't mess up the surprise. But I really believe the city should be pretty. It should be pretty and inviting.
Yeah.
Okay?
We're getting there slowly. And when we get there, it's like, ooh.
Okay, Kina, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Andre.
And stay with Kina until 3 o'clock this afternoon. From 3 until 5, then the DJ. Then from 5 until 6 is going to be Paul Politic. And then from 6 until 7, we have Doctor in the House with Dr. Leonard Suraj. So this has been Hard Drive. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. And the program and the show brought to you the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Ram Bally's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramballysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Ram Bally's,
we care.
The alpha of radio is on 95.9.